Hello, I am an AI systems voice conducting this interview.
Hello, I am Chat GPT. Through text-to-speech answers to the interview questions, I'll explain relevant facts about the SSQA concept to listeners.
We are discussing 4 questions to help food businesses and food industry personnel learn about the SSQA concept and the steps to take in its implementation. Let us begin with this first question about the rationale behind this concept. Chat GPT, why should food businesses adopt the SSQA concept?
The rationale for having the Food Safety, Security and Quality Assurance (SSQA) concept is that it provides a comprehensive, integrated framework for ensuring that food products are safe, secure, and consistently high in quality, from raw materials to consumption. Food businesses should adopt the SSQA concept because it is designed to protect consumers while strengthening operation success. Here are the key reasons. 1. Stronger consumer protection. The SSQA concept focuses on preventing harm before it happens, reducing the risk of foodborne illness, contamination, tampering, or poor quality products reaching the public. 2. Goes beyond compliance. While regulations often ensure only a minimum standard, the SSQA concept promotes increased efficacy and reliability of food safety controls. Continuous improvement driven by results, not paperwork. Readiness for emerging threats and evolving needs. 3. Enhances brand trust and reputation. Consumers stay loyal to brands they trust. The SSQA concept supports consistent delivery of safe and high-quality products, transparent operations, accountable leadership, positive brand perception, and long-term success. 4. Operation efficiency and cost reduction. Preventing failures is far cheaper than fixing them. Lower recall risk. Reduced waste and rework. Streamlined processes and better resource efficiency. 5. Integrates all critical protection elements. The SSQA concept ensures food safety efficacy in delivering safe food to consumers, food security and intentional harm prevention, quality assurance and customer satisfaction. Rather than handling these areas separately and potentially inefficiently, SSQA brings them together into one cohesive management approach. 6. Strengthens employee engagement. A key principle of SSQA is the participatory alliance among all contributors to the success of the business, including frontline participation. Workers directly influence improvements. Empowered teams identify issues early. Increased ownership supports consistent success. 7. Future-ready system. The food landscape faces growing risks. Complex supply chains. New pathogens and allergens. Cyber and physical security threats. Rising customer expectations. The SSQA concept is built for adaptability. Bottom line, SSQA helps food businesses deliver safe, secure, quality products, dependably, while boosting efficiency, regulatory compliance readiness, and brand value. It isn't just about avoiding failures. It's about driving excellence and guaranteeing consumer satisfaction every day. If you'd like, I can also provide a comparison of SSQA versus traditional QA/QC or HACCP. A quick start guide for implementing SSQA. Examples of case studies and metrics. Would you like one of those?
Not at the moment, maybe later. For now, let's go to my second question. Does SSQA have unique features that differentiate it from other food safety management approaches?
Yes. The SSQA concept has several unique and differentiating features that set it apart from traditional food safety and quality management systems like HACCP. While it incorporates and works well with proven systems, SSQA introduces important innovations. Key SSQA differentiators. 1. Active proof of effectiveness. Most systems focus on compliance, making sure required controls exist on paper. The SSQA concept requires evidence that controls actually work, meaning real-time verification of outcomes, on-the-floor validation driven by performance, feedback loops that fix issues before they become failures. Not just, do we have a procedure? But, does it consistently protect consumers? 2. Consumer safety and satisfaction as the core objectives. Traditional third-party auditing systems and regulatory enforcement stop at assessing food business compliance. The SSQA concept goes further. SSQA equips food businesses to ensure product acceptability, customer trust, and end-user safety and satisfaction. Supports brand loyalty. Views consumers as primary stakeholders in continuous improvement. 3. Integration of safety, security, and quality. Instead of treating these areas separately, SSQA makes them one cohesive protection system. Food safety prevents food hazards. Food security prevents intentional harm, fraud, or sabotage. Quality assurance ensures satisfaction and consistency. 4. Full workforce engagement. The SSQA concept empowers frontline workers to promptly and accurately identify risks, initiate corrective actions, influence system improvement daily. This builds ownership, not just compliance behavior. 5. Operational flexibility. Unlike rigid certification frameworks, SSQA adapts to business size and maturity. The focus is on practical effectiveness, not just meeting scheme certification audit requirements. Better suited for rapidly changing food environments. 6. The SSQA Commitment Plan. A unique planning model that executes improvements based on measurable needs, drives proactive action, demonstrates leadership accountability. The big picture. The SSQA concept does not replace a food operation's existing food safety systems. It fundamentally strengthens them by ensuring they truly work. It shifts the mindset from avoiding failures to guaranteed excellence and consumer protection. If you'd like, I can also share a visual SSQA model explaining how the components fit together. Examples of measurable SSQA outcomes. A step-by-step roadmap for starting SSQA in any facility. Would you like a downloadable illustrated SSQA guide?
Not yet. I have a third question. What are some likely benefits of adopting the SSQA concept?
Adopting the SSQA concept delivers significant benefits that impact every level of a food business, from production efficiency to brand reputation and consumer trust. The SSQA concept inspires and energizes the Food Safety and Quality Assurance Task Force through the strengthening of critical, analytical, innovative, strategic, systems thinking, risk assessment, hazard analysis, and the deployment of agile responses along with demonstrable real-time safe food results. Here are other most likely advantages. 1. Fewer failures and adverse food safety incidents. A focus on effectiveness of food safety control measures. Reliable cross-contamination control measures. Effective hazard and risk prevention. Lower risk of adverse consumer health experiences, recalls, and legal action. Faster escalation and resolution of emerging hazards. 2. Stronger consumer confidence and brand loyalty. The SSQA concept prioritizes consumer safety and satisfying experience, leading to brand trust, positive brand perception and repeat purchases. Clear differentiation in crowded markets. 3. Improved commitment to ensuring the safety of food with less stress. By ensuring systems work well every day, regulatory inspections become less threatening. Less rush to look compliant before regulatory inspections. Easier alignment with regulatory changes. 4. Cost savings and operational efficiency. Prevention is always cheaper than recovery. Less waste, rework, and downtime. Fewer emergency responses or product withdrawals. Higher productivity. The SSQA concept helps food businesses do things right the first time. 5. Enhanced food defense readiness. Integrated security measures. Reduce vulnerability to intentional contamination, theft, or fraud. Strengthen supply chain integrity. Mitigate potentially catastrophic risks. 6. Greater employee engagement and ownership. Frontline involvement creates faster problem detection, more practical solutions, a motivated workforce committed to excellence. People take pride in producing safe, high-quality food. 7. Operational flexibility and business continuity. The SSQA concept is readily adaptable, supports changes in process, products, and scale, maintains system effectiveness even under stress, improves resilience to emerging challenges, new pathogens, supply chain volatility. 8. Better alignment of quality with business goals. When consumer satisfaction drives improvement, quality becomes a source of value, not a cost. Innovation is supported, not penalized. Leadership gains actionable performance insights. In summary, with SSQA, food businesses can expect effective control measures, fewer problems, lower costs, better customer satisfaction, improved brand strength. It's a shift from superficial compliance mindset to delivering excellence with confidence. If you'd like, I can also provide a performance dashboard template for SSQA implementation, a case example showing ROI of SSQA adoption, a quick self-evaluation checklist to determine readiness. Which of these would you like to see?
The performance dashboard template for SSQA implementation, a case example showing return on investment of SSQA adoption, and a quick self-evaluation checklist to determine readiness are excellent tools that listeners should request for use. For now, I have a fourth question. Where and how can food business operators and food industry personnel begin with the adoption of this concept?
Food professionals and operations can begin adopting the SSQA concept by following a clear, practical, and scalable approach. SSQA is designed to work alongside existing food safety and quality assurance programs, so implementation doesn't require starting from scratch. Here is a roadmap to get started. How to begin implementing SSQA. 1. Build awareness and leadership commitment. Educate leadership and key decision-makers on SSQA principles and benefits. Highlight how SSQA strengthens business performance while meeting all applicable regulations. Form a small SSQA leadership group or champion team. SSQA adoption works best when leadership sees it as a business improvement system, not just another safety program. 2. Evaluate the current system. Identify what is already working well. Gaps where results could improve, failures, inefficiencies, hidden risks. Missed opportunities to improve consumer acceptance. This creates a reality-based starting point. 3. Deploy the SSQA commitment plan. This is a core tool unique to SSQA designed to prioritize necessary improvements, assign responsibilities and timelines, track results in terms of actual effectiveness. Begin with small, feasible actions according to determined priorities. 4. Activate frontline participation. Involve operators, handlers, and supervisors to spot failures early, suggest preventive improvements, verify real-life and real-time performance. SSQA makes frontline personnel active protectors of consumers and the brand. 5. Integrate safety, security, and quality objectives. Ensure programs reinforce each other rather than working in silos and competing. Align monitoring, verification, and reporting tools. Include food defense and consumer satisfaction metrics. Maintain adaptability for new and emerging hazards. 6. Track measurable outcomes. Monitor reduced failures and complaints, accuracy and consistency of processes, employee response times and involvement, consumer satisfaction signals, feedback, returns, ratings. Celebrate improvements and continue advancing maturity. 7. Utilize available SSQA support and resources. Food professionals can leverage SSQA Academy courses and workshops, SSQA publications and implementation guides, peer groups from the Global Coalition for Sustained Excellence in Food and Health Protection, GCSEFHP, mentorship from experienced adopters. These help reinforce understanding, build confidence, and accelerate progress. In summary, start small, prove effectiveness, scale up success. SSQA is a journey of continuous improvement, driven by outcomes and consumer protection, leadership alignment, practical evaluation, commitment plan actions, workforce engagement, unified protection objectives, performance measurement. If you want, I can also provide a starter SSQA commitment plan template, a maturity assessment tool to determine readiness, a training presentation for introducing SSQA to your team. Which of these would be most useful to you right now?
The starter SSQA commitment plan template, a maturity assessment tool to determine readiness, and a training presentation for introducing SSQA to the team should be very helpful in the SSQA adoption and implementation journey. Chat GPT, on behalf of the listeners, I say thank you for your very helpful answers. Goodbye.
It was my pleasure, and until next time, goodbye.